It's time for a pattern review because orange is the new black. So let's talk about it, shall we? So if that's some content you would like to see, keep on watching. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Rochelle from Rochelle.Handmade.Designs, and in this video we are going to talk about how orange is the new black. Talking about Simplicity 9270, which is the first pant in the pant series, which is the straight leg pant. All right, so before we get started, go ahead and hit that like button, subscribe button, and also turn on the notification bell so you are notified every time I upload a new video. If you are new to the channel, welcome. Hello, ciao, guten tag, aloha, hola, konnichiwa, wagwan, bonjour. If you are returning, you know what to do. Go ahead and get you a quick snack and something to drink and come on back so we could talk about it. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and get right on into this pattern, Simplicity 9270, pant number 1 in the pant series. All right, so this pattern is Simplicity 9270. Like I have said, I use view A and view C on the pattern. View A is a button down shirt, and two lengths. You have the 3/4 length on your sleeves, and you also have a curved hem for view A. View B, you have a shorter sleeve and then a straight hem for that view. Now, I also did view C, which is the pants, which is elastic pants. It's like pull-on elastic pants. And then view D is the shorts. So the pairing that I did is view A, the button-down shirt, and then view C, the pants. That is the pattern description for this pattern. Let's go ahead and talk about the skill level. So the skill level for this pattern is rated as easy. Do I feel that it's easy? Absolutely. Okay. This pattern is super duper easy for the pants. It's beginner friendly for the pants. Now, when it comes to the top, the button down top, do I feel it's easy? Yes and no. So it's easy as in putting it together and constructing it. Would I say it's for a beginner? No. I would say that it's more for like an intermediate beginner, but if you're a beginner, I would say if you have done buttons, it can be for you. But I will say if you do decide to tackle this pattern, go ahead and look at my video, New Look 6698, to build the construction of this. And the only thing that would be different is the sleeves. So if you could do that top without any problems, then you will be able to tackle this. That's just the tip. And I will also leave a New Look 6698, which is the puff sleeve blouse that I did way back in January of this year. I will leave that on the end screen as well as in the description box below. All right, but that's the skill level for this pattern. Let's go ahead and talk about notions used. So the notions used for this pattern is elastic. So for the pants, it have you use, I believe, 1 inch elastic, but I use a 1/2 inch elastic. And the reason why I did that is because I did 2 roll of casing instead of just 1 and sifted around, right? So I'll talk about more of that in modifications, but it is 1 inch elastic. And then for the top, you need 3 buttons. However, I made a little modification and did 4, which I will talk about that here in a few seconds when it comes to modifications. All right. Let's talk about fabric used. So the fabric used for this pattern is 100% Ankara print. I purchased it from Wax Prints Lace and More. Speaking of Wax Prints Lace and More, Wax Prints Lace and More is currently having a 50% off sale going on right now at waxprintsandmore.com. I will put the link in the description box below. But full disclaimer, in order to get that 50% off, you must type in the search bar sell. Once you type in sell, pick the fabric that you would like. After you pick the fabric, once you get to checkout, click checkout. Once you click checkout, it will automatically be taken off at the register. Okay, so when you check out, you will see that 50% come off. Thank me later. This is your time to save 50% off of those fabrics that you've been wanting to get for such a long time. Once again, that link is Wax Prints and more. It will be linked in the description box below. All right. Now, when it comes to this fabric, I do believe that it's sold out. I have not seen this fabric in such a long time because I did purchase this last year, and I knew kind of what I was going to do with this fabric, make it a two-piece, a button-down shirt and some pants, but I was not expecting to use this pattern. Now, I will talk about the pattern in my likes and dislikes section, okay? But moving on, let's talk about the pattern pieces. So for both the top and the pants, it's a 5 and below, okay? So for the top, I use 5 pattern pieces: the front, the back, the collar, the facing, and the sleeves. And then for the pants, I use the front, the back, the pocket, and the casing. So less than 5 pattern pieces for the pants. So both top and bottom is still a hashtag sewing 5 and below. All right, so that's the pattern pieces used for this pattern. Let's talk about pattern sizing. So for this pattern, it comes in 2 size range. So the first one is 6 to 14, and then the other envelope is 16 to 24. The size that I cut for the top was a size 18, but for the pants, I cut a size 16, okay? I felt like the pants were going to be a little big cutting a size 16, but it was not. It actually fits absolutely amazing. The problem is on the pattern tissue, it's incorrect for both the top as well as the bottom, okay? And the reason why I'm saying that is because when I cut the size 18 for the top, it says that the finished garment measurement is at 47.5. Well, if you guys been following me for some time, you know that I always cut a 43, no more than a 44. But when I button this thing up, it's actually a 43.5 to 44 inch. I actually measured it too and cut the same size. So like I said, do not take it from me. Do not go by what's on that finished garment measurement. I'm gonna say use it as a guide, but you always want to measure your bust, your waist, and your hips, and then cut according to what you measured on that pattern. If you are unsure on how to measure a pattern, I will go ahead and link in the description box below how to size up patterns, because in that video I talk about how to take the measurement of the pattern, okay? And I am going to do that again for pants, okay? So therefore, like I said, use it as a guide, because I've been noticing that these patterns are off when it comes to the finished garment measurement. That's just a tip. That's just, you know, I'm just saying. Take it from me, all right? Let's talk about, did it look like the photos or the drawing on the pattern envelope? Absolutely. Now, I'm gonna toot my own horn for just 1 second. I feel like I look better and I wore it better and I styled it better than what's on the pattern envelope. If you look at the pattern envelope, you may not want to buy it, okay? So I like to take the patterns that people don't want to buy and make it do what it do, okay? So yes, I do feel like it looks like the photos and the drawing on the pattern envelope. Let's talk about, are the instructions easy to follow? So to be honest with you, I did not follow any instructions, okay? And the reason why is because let me put it like this. I did not follow along with the instructions because I have done many pants, I have done many tops. But for the sake of this tutorial, I did glance at the instructions like I normally do. And this top is exactly the same instructions as Simplicity 9157. That was the Star Wars shirt that I sewn for my husband. It's the exact same steps. So I did follow the directions in that, for that shirt when I did the video Star Wars, which I did that back in May for May the 4th be with you, which I will link to in the description box below, because I did tell you guys how I sized up, how I basically made the top look exactly like a shirt that I purchased from Disney for my husband last year sometime, okay? So I will link that in the description box below, but like I said, the instructions are easy to follow, even though I did not follow them, because I have done many button-down shirts thus far, and that's my vibe. You know, guys know I love a good button-down shirt, and this is a good pattern to do for sure. All right, so let's talk about likes and dislikes. So let's talk about dislikes first. The first dislike I didn't like was When I first put the pants on, I didn't like the bagginess of them. And it's simply because I did not have all the accessories and stuff that I would wear on. Like I said, stop looking at the pattern from just a try on. Put everything that you would style it with and then go to the mirror and look, because don't do like I do sometimes and just look at it from not having everything on, okay? And I did that and I'm like, I don't really like these, but let's keep going. And I pushed myself to do the top. After I did the top, tried it on with the pants. I did not have this black cami, which the black cami is Simplicity 1366 that I did when I did the, Talisha and I collaborated on So Much Colors, which was yellow. So it was the black and yellow collection that I did, which I'll link to in the description box below if you're interested in that video. But this top is from that. Now, originally I did not plan for me to wear the black cami, but because I was taking pictures right before work, I didn't want to come back inside and change. So to be, you know, very professional at work, I did put the cami on instead of just button it and leave like one button. Now I will talk about this in the dislikes as well. The button situation. So the pattern calls for 3 buttons. However, I added an extra one. Reason being is because 3 buttons, it's not gonna get it. It's either the bottom's gonna be flying open if the wind is blowing hard, or you don't have everything secured, okay? So I wanted everything secured, so I used 4 buttons instead of 3. Also, the pants, the elastic, 1-inch elastic for my body type is not gonna work. I need some extra elastic to where it'll stretch and pop back onto that thing. Oh, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, I use double roll elastic, which I used a 1/2 inch for both the first roll and the second roll. So if you're wondering how I did that, it's basically I did the first line around the casing. I did at 3/4 of an inch, I believe. No, I did 5/8 of an inch, and the second one at 1 1/4, I believe. And then what I did was just sift a 1/2 inch elastic through both cases. And just 2 rolls is all I did. Now, if you are using like a 1/4 of an inch elastic or a 1-inch elastic, I wouldn't use a 1-inch elastic in your casing that's 1 inch. You could get away with that if you have a 2-inch casing, okay? So basically, whatever size your casing is, you need to go about a 1/4 of an inch down and use that level of elastic, okay? So basically, if I'm using a 1/2 inch elastic, I need to make the casing line at least 5/8 of an inch, okay? It makes sense to put a 1/2 inch elastic through, or even 3/8, but it does not make sense for me to put a 1-inch elastic through when my casing line is 1 inch. It's not gonna fit, okay? It's gonna be bunching up. So that's just FYI. Now likes, let's get over to the likes. So for the likes, I love the relaxed fit of both the top and the bottom. Now, I love how comfortable the pants are because, like I said in my last video, when I shot out 26 by Diana told me about this pattern. I'm not gonna lie, this is a good one. The pants are super, super comfy, which is amazing. And then the top, hands down, it feels like pajamas, okay? So I felt like I'm not gonna lie, when I went to work, I felt like I was part of Orange is the New Black, simply because it's orange. I felt like I was in some type of prison outfit, but I got so many compliments today. You know, I'm filming this Tuesday, yesterday, which was Tuesday, right? And I got so many compliments on this outfit, okay? So I think it was a winner at work for sure. All right, so let's move into first time experiences. Did I have any first time experiences? Absolutely not. Everything I have done before. Would I sew it again? Absolutely. I have plans to sew the pants at least 2 or 3 more times, the top at least 1 more time for sure. I think this would be a great pajama pattern. If I was doing some pajamas, it would be amazing in a pajama pattern as well. All right, would I recommend this pattern to others? Absolutely, yes. I feel that, you know, even if you're a true beginner and you're just starting out, you can do the basics of just the pants. Don't be scared of pants, okay? You can do the basic of pants because it is a little baggy, relaxed fit, but it's a good amount of ease to where it's not fitted, if that makes sense. All right, let's talk about my pattern rating. So for this pattern, I'm gonna stamp this pattern as a 4.5 out of 5. And the reason why is because it is off on the finished garment measurement, but outside of that, the top and the bottom is amazing. Okay, well, that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Turn on the notification bell so you are notified every time I upload a new video. Also, get ready for pants number 2, which is the tapered pants. They are almost done, and I am super excited to bring that to you very soon. You wouldn't want to miss it. So, and as always, keep sewing.